And no third, I tell you what.
I guess it must be really hot in Las Vegas because Trump's brain is melting faster than usual. That's another one of his weird brain malfunctions that we're all supposed to pretend we don't see. It barely even gets talked about anymore. But it was in fact hot there, and not just for Trump, although he was much more focused on himself than others. Take a look.
Wow, it's not too hot out here, right? You know, it's not bad. It's 110, but it doesn't feel it to me, right? So we'll stay out here for a little while. If anybody gets tired, you let me know. And if anybody goes down, if you start going down, we have people, they'll pick you up right away. They'll throw water. You know, they were so worried. Everybody was so worried yesterday about you. And they never mentioned me. I'm up here sweating like a dog. Secret Service said, we have to make sure everyone's safe. I said, what about me? We never thought of that. They don't think about me. I'm working my ass off. I'm working hard. Isn't that breeze nice? Do you feel the breeze? Because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care. See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing.
Yeah, so that was the unique type of joke on the right where he's joking, and it's also 100% true. And it couldn't be more clear. The fact that he went on an extended rant about how it's worst for him that it's hot, even though he had just finished saying that it wasn't hot and that there was a nice breeze. Also, he's sweating his ass off because he's working so hard by standing and ranting about shark attacks and electrocutions and stuff like that. Oh, he's working super hard. But don't worry, he doesn't want you to die because then you can't vote for him. But if you start to fall down, they'll throw water at you. 6 people were taken to the hospital. 24 others received medical attention on site because it was incredibly hot there. By the way, gonna get hotter year by year for some reason. Maybe we'll look into it someday, but it is getting hotter. But like I said, that was a joke, except he is very much focused on himself. He constantly is. Very weird that his base doesn't mind. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. But he is super in his own head about his experience. Here's a little bit more evidence of that.
He just came up. Are the teleprompters not working, sir? Not even a little bit. Great job. And then I don't pay the company that does it, right? And then I end up with a story Trump doesn't pay. I don't pay contractors that do a job, and that's a job. That's a job. You can't read a word. But you know what? It usually ends up that the speech is better. It's crazy. Then they'll say, oh, isn't it terrible? Trump takes advantage of his No, I take great. When I have a good contractor or a subcontractor, nobody gets paid faster. But when I have contractors that do this kind of work, you can have them.
Yeah, again, the populist presidential candidate leading a crowd of people to boo the regular workers who make these rallies possible, that are probably standing around maintaining the rally as it's going, because this entitled baby's teleprompter wasn't working. Why would that matter? I thought teleprompters were only used by people like Sleepy Joe. But again, like they can maintain both of those thoughts. Biden uses a teleprompter, that makes him incompetent. Incompetent people shouldn't be president. Also, it sucks that Trump's teleprompter doesn't work. Let's boo and possibly hang the workers who set it up, Francesca. And nothing makes any sense. What do you think?
I mean, this is, you watch him just so selfishly make part of this rally that's supposed to be about running for president, supposed to be about serving the American people, supposed to be about, getting their vote. At least just getting their vote. You're supposed to lie a little bit on the campaign trail, right? You lie a little bit, you pretend to be a nicer person than you are, then you get elected and whatever. But Trump is so firmly himself, and everyone loves that. His base, so he's just himself. He can't really lie, just being him. Him is, yes, just a egomaniacal a-hole, like so distasteful, someone you wouldn't want anywhere near your family. You wouldn't want to hang out. You wouldn't even want to be seen with him because he might say something racist or sexist or messed up, or like actually speaking about tipping, not pay his contractors. And yet they like him because his base thinks that if I can get close to this guy, this rich a-hole, maybe I'll get rich. Maybe some of that shine will pass on to me. And I do not understand it. That has never happened before. It never happened in the 4 years he was president. Like, if anything, he tried to get you killed, and he did successfully kill many of his voters vis-a-vis lying about the global pandemic. So like, I'm wrapping my brain around it, John, because I'm like, I've never been like the best friend of the bully, but I can only imagine like, hey, become the best friend of the bully, so at least they won't, make fun of you or give you a wedgie or, ask for you to be hanged, except when you're Mike Pence and you're literally the best friend of the bully.
It's like, I know everybody throws around the term. It's just a cult. That's all it is. Like, when I listen to a politician that I like speak, I like their speech if I like what they say.
Right.
I don't just like whatever they say because they're saying it. If Bernie was annoyed by the backdrop of trees, and so he was like, you know what, these damn trees are ruining my shot. We chop them down, stupid trees. I wouldn't be like, screw the environment, because it's not consistent with my values. But for them, they'll like, yeah, screw the elites. Yeah, screw regular workers. Our tips shouldn't be taxed. And also our minimum wage should never go up. And like, what do they believe? Literally whatever he says.
That's a great example, John, because think about it. If a politician you liked spent like 5 minutes just kind of making fun of the people who set up their very rally, like if Bernie did that, that'd be it. Like, think about it. That would be literally it. People would not support him, wouldn't like him anymore. Because he just made something about himself completely.
Imagine if Biden, I'm not even talking about like a person we like. If Biden was teleprompter went down and so he just started flaming the company, Fox News would lose their mind over it. Again, and when I say it's a cult, that may sound damning or whatever. There are alternative explanations other than it just being a cult, which could be that fundamentally at a deep level, they don't really care at all what he's saying. It's just that he's a symbol of white supremacy or male supremacy or Christian supremacy. So let the clown say whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. If he wins, our group wins, which I think is darker than just being a cultist and liking whatever he says, literally because he said it. But it's one of those two things, I think. If anyone has any alternative explanations, feel free to provide it. But it ain't normal, and it doesn't exist like this for basically any other politician. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.